What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, and I'm back at y'all with another one. So, His Excellency Turki Alalshikh explains why we have the undercard that we have for the mega super fight that's coming up September 13th, Las Vegas, Nevada, Allegiant Stadium, which is, in namesake wise, the undercard is very underwhelming. It doesn't have marquee names on the undercard. And many fans are complaining of this super fight with Terrence Bud Crawford, first ballot Hall of Famer, Saul Canelo Alvarez, first ballot Hall of Famer, in their prime at Allegiant Stadium. And the undercard is featuring the co-main event, Lester Martinez versus Christian and Billy, and also is featuring it's going to feature also Fernando Vargas Jr. versus Kalen Walsh. It's just not a lot of big names on this card. And the reason being is because it's just lack of names available. Okay? Most of the big names are occupied with dates, and or Turkey has now decided not to rock with them, or they recently fought and not available, which is very understandable. For that November card is huge. Okay, the November card is enormous. It's going to feature David Benavidez versus Anthony Yard as the main event. Brian Norman Jr. versus Devin Haney, co-main. You're going to have Abdullah Mason versus Sam Noakes. Rodriguez versus Bam Rodriguez versus Martinez. Sabril Matias versus Smith. Artur Beterbiev versus Damon Nicholson. Okay? So it's massive names. You got Artur Beterbiev, Sabril Matias, Bam Rodriguez, Devin Haney, Abdullah Mason, David Benavidez, Anthony Yard. It's stacked. Okay? It's star-studded. The other fighters for September are not available. Shakur Stevenson just fought, said he's taking the rest of the year off. His Excellency Turki Alalshikh is not rocking with Teofimo Lopez. Anthony Joshua is talking about coming back in later on in the year. Jerron Boots Ennis decided not to fight on that card. Decided that he wanted a tune-up, so he's not available, and he's fighting October 11th in Philadelphia, okay, against Usima Lima. Virgil Ortiz had hand surgery. He won't be back until November, so he's not available, okay? So all of the big names are just simply not available to participate on this card. You was going to have Jarrell Big Baby Miller versus Jared Big Baby Anderson. That was a great fight, but Jared Big Baby Anderson, he pulled out the fight. Now Jarrell Miller, I believe, is fighting on a different day. So with that said, now, okay, it's just, yes, it's coming off as very underwhelming, and many people are complaining about it, but that's just the reasoning. The reason is the fighters are just not available, okay? Shakur Stevenson, like I said, they either not available or they fighting on a later date. Virgil Ortiz is fighting on a later date. Bakram Mataliev is going to fight Erickson Lubin on a later date. So Bakram Mataliev not available. Sebastian Fundora just fought Tim Tszyu. Tank Davis ain't fighting. So the available names, as far as big namesake goes, they're just not available. And His Excellency Turki Alalshikh, he stated that he wanted to stack this card with marquee names, but they're just simply not available, right? They fighting at a later date. They injured. They recently just fought, or he don't rock with them. Now, one fight I would have loved to see him put on this card, but again, he don't rock with him, would have been Teofimo Lopez versus Keyshawn the Businessman Davis. Obviously, that would have had to been orchestrated a lot earlier because we're a month out. So it's just not a lot of marquee names that are available to put on the undercard to showcase on this mega card. And I personally think that it's an opportunity missed and dropped. Okay? That's what I personally believe. I personally believe that this is an opportunity for fighters to get their name out there in a stadium fight at Allegiant Stadium. I know people are saying, "Oh, Turki Alalshikh is spending so much money on investing $150 million to Canelo Alvarez and a reported $75 million to Terrence Crawford, and that's the reason why." Well, the reason why is simply because the names are just not there and available to participate, period. So there you have it. And that's all I got for y'all, man. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. It's your boy Blue signing off. I'm gone. Peace.